Kentucky law gives domestic violence victims another weapon to protect themselves. Starting today, it is much easier for victims with emergency protective orders to carry a concealed deadly weapon. While some see it as a new level of protection, others see it as a chance to continue the cycle of violence. Local 12's Joe Webb has more on the debate.
Up until today, the sheriff's office was the place in Kentucky to get a concealed carry deadly weapons permit. You walked in the door and got the form, but didn't walk out with a permit. A background check, gun training, and certification took some time. Until today. Now, anyone with a domestic violence order or emergency protection order from the court can get one possibly in a day with only a background check.
All this bill does is enable somebody who is in potential harm's way and has been threatened and has a legal EPO through the judicial system to protect themselves for 45 days while they actually pursue getting a permanent permit. I think it's a great idea.
After 45 days, they either do the gun training and get a permit good for 5 years, or it expires. Kalil sees it as an added level of protection. Some see it as an added level of potential violence.
The YWCA is always going to support a survivor's choice to keep herself safe, whatever that is. However, we know that violence begets violence, and there's got to be a better way to keep domestic violence survivors safe from harm.
Change is difficult for most and very difficult for state governments. Kenton County Sheriff Chuck Korsenborn says, as of right now, he still may be the only way to get a CCDW.
The mechanics of this are not in place. I had called the state police this morning, and they have told me that there is nothing in place now to make this thing work, and it won't be at least until the fall, maybe even later than that.
Now, regardless of the changes in the law, domestic violence victims, or anyone for that matter, can buy guns to protect themselves if they choose to. You don't need a permit to keep a weapon in your home or in the car if it's visible. This only makes it quicker to get the permit to carry it concealed. Cami?
All right, Joe Webb, thank you. And Ohio has a provision in its concealed carry law which allows domestic violence victims to get an emergency license, and those permits actually last for 90 days.